I want to show you how I wrap it tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll do the part 2 of it and unwrap my hair so you can see firsthand how amazing your hair looks with this. And it's comfy because it's soft and squishy, but seriously, this thing has been a game changer for me. For a mom with 4 boys who doesn't always have time for stuff like that, this is awesome. Okay, so you start with the flat part of the band, and that goes in the front. And then I will show you how to wrap it. But first, what I do is I put some curling mousse in. I start with dry hair because if you're the type of person where if you put your hair in a ponytail while it's still wet, and then you take it down at the end of the day and your hair is still wet from being pulled up in a ponytail, then you're gonna wanna wrap your Savvy Curls dry. But if you have super fine hair, you don't have a lot of it, you might be able to get away with wrapping it damp and it could dry overnight. I just know that mine won't. And you don't want to unwrap this with your hair being wet at all or the curl will fall out. But one thing you can do is use some curling mousse. So you put curling mousse on your hair. It helps to hold the curl, which, by the way, my curl stays longer from using this than any curling wand or curling iron I have ever used. So that alone is huge because usually I'll spend an hour curling my hair and within 3 hours it's gone. So curling mousse, you put that on, and what that does also, aside from giving some extra hold to your curl, is it provides a little bit of moisture to it that's quickly drying, if that makes sense. So, and I'm almost out here. Oh, and this is just Tresemme. This happens to be the curling mousse, Flawless Curls, that I like. I've tried a ton of different mousses because I've been using this product since my 5-year-old was a baby, so about 5 years. Okay, so from my experience, this or the Suave curling mousse also works pretty good as well. But I have a lot of hair, so I do a lot of mousse. And just kind of spread it throughout here. And this also, I'm just showing you the single band. This comes in a convertible band too. And that's actually, this is technically a convertible band. If you see these snaps here, there's a second band that snaps across. So you can wrap if you have shorter hair and you need to get up higher and on your head. I have lots of layers, so I'll often use the second band as well. Or I have a lot of hair. If you have really thick hair, you'd want the convertible band that with the double band. Kind of think of it as if you're curling your hair with a curling wand. It's going blurry here, sorry. And you do too thick of a section and it doesn't curl very well. That's kind of the same concept if you have really thick hair and you're just trying to wrap it with the single band. So the double band separates out your hair a little more and gives you better curl that way. And another thing I love about this wrap is depending on how long you wear it, how narrow or thick of sections that you wrap it with, how tight you wrap it, all determines the look of the curl that you get. So you can get so many different looks just with changing up how you wrap your band. So you're not stuck with, you know, one size of a curling wand, so to speak. You have variety with this one band. So I put mine up in my hairline a little bit, but a lot of people will go down on their forehead as well. It's just total personal preference. But I find if I put my band down here, I get a kink in my hair here, which that's kind of the whole beauty of having this, is to not have kinky curls. Because I don't know if I finished saying, I've used just a flat band before and it doesn't give barrel looking curls. It kind of is kinky and just not quite that good. So that's another reason why I love this. Okay, back to wrapping. So how you do this, and go ahead and try a flathead band and then try one of these and compare it. It's huge difference. So what you do is you take a section of hair, that's about how large of a section I take, and you go around the band, and then I take this finger like a fishing hook, and pull that hair down. So it's similar to French braiding because then you're adding two. Okay, so I then take another section of hair and I add it to that new section, and then I wrap around again and I hook, grab it, pull it through. Okay, and I just do that till I go halfway around my head. So I'll turn around and do the rest here. And if I am going out in public with it, I'm a little more conscientious about how this part of my hair looks, but if I'm just sleeping in it, I don't really care. The curl, oh wait, I don't think I added two on this one. Okay, so the curl looks the same regardless of how the top of it looks, but if you're going out in public and sporting it, I like to work out in mine too. It's awesome for that. So lots of ways to wear this. If you have to wear your hair up, if you're a server and your hair needs to be pulled back, but then you don't want that ponytail issue when you get off work, you want to have gorgeous curly hair, wear this to work while you're serving and then get off your shift and unwrap it in your car and you're good to go. All sorts of ways to wear this. So I'm gonna show you here, keep wrapping around. Okay, so now I've reached the middle. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and finish wrapping this part up. If you don't have as long of hair, you probably won't have to worry about this part of it. And then you wanna secure it with a bobby pin, or two or three. I have layers that pop out, so I always pin those down as well. So take a bobby pin, and if you don't know with the bobby pin, you see this angled part right here? I can show that. That's the part that you want facing down. That helps the bobby pin actually stay in your hair. This flat part actually goes on top. So just a little tip on that. So you want to secure your ends, and usually I do a couple just to get my shorter layers, and then you go around to the other side and do the same thing. And I'll admit the first few times that you wrap it, it's going to take practice. You'll get the hang of how tight or loose you want to wrap it. You get the hang of the technique. Determining, like, I played around with it for a while. I tried it with damp hair. That was a no-go. I tried it with different hair texturizers and not curling mousse because I had never used mousse in my life before I came across this. And those didn't work as well. As seriously, curling mousse is the key ingredient to this. So I'm just going to continue wrapping around, and then I will flip around again and get the back side so you can see. And then wrap this all the way up and secure it with bobby pins. And see how I have this layer sticking out? I'm going to go ahead and pin that down as well. Drop the bobby pin. And that's it, okay? So I sleep in this, and it's soft and cushiony, and when you sleep, your body temperature rises. So that also, because this insulating material or thermal retentive material works with the heat zone of your scalp, it actually works better with setting your curl and heating your curl. Obviously still non-damaging because it's just your body temperature. Hey, Camden. But anyway, so sleeping, working out, those are great times to wear it. For most people, wearing it a minimum of 3 to 4 hours is required. If I wear it for that short amount of time, I get more of a loose body wave. My hair is just difficult to stay curled. So I know that if I want my curl to stay for a long time, I need to at least wear it overnight. Sometimes I'll wear it overnight and all through the next day and then take it out. that night for an event. And then I have curls for 3 days later. So I'm excited to show you tomorrow morning when I wake up how this looks. So you'll see the effect of it.